At SummerSlam 2014, Paige shields AJ Lee. At SummerSlam, AJ Lee entered a Divas title contest against Paige while suffering from a severe back ailment. Due to the injuries, AJ was unable to withstand even a small bump during the game. It's nearly hard to have a decent match without taking a little bump. We really made it through the entire match without her receiving a single bump, according to Paige. "We will protect you at all costs," I said. AJ thereafter shared some background information about the injuries and highlighted Paige's professionalism in keeping us safe on Twitter. Kairi Sane is supported by Becky Lynch. The main event of TLC 2019 saw Asuka and Kairi Sane competing against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch for the women's tag titles. This was the first time that the titles had ever been available for purchase on a pay-per-view. Additionally, the match had to abruptly change course. As soon as it became clear that Kairi was hurt, Becky Lynch made a last-minute decision to roll Kairi under the ring so she could escape the action and receive medical attention from the WWE medical staff. WWE fans have praised Becky for her quick thinking, saying it demonstrated why she is a great leader and deserves to be the face of the company's women's division. Fortunately, Kairi would just lose out on a month of in-ring time, but if Becky Lynch hadn't acted quickly, the entry could have had far more significant consequences. Next on our list is Shayna saves Sasha's arm, which occurred during a Monday Night Raw match between Shayna Baszler and Sasha Banks. The wrestling Twitter account smartly highlighted how Shayna prevented Sasha from breaking her arm during the match. With her thumb up during a submission motion, Sasha's elbow was vulnerable to hypertension. Shayna just turned Sasha's thumb palm downward, altering the elbow's angle such that the subsequent spot, a straightforward roll to the rope, was safe and free of major damage. The advertisement demonstrated to both the WWE and the public how valuable Shayna's talent is. She has experience in mixed martial arts, therefore it's obvious that she can harm anyone, whoever she pleases, but she also understands the importance of always keeping talent safe. During the 2020 Royal Rumble, Edge had one of the biggest comebacks in professional wrestling history. Nevertheless, Edge's comeback as a former WWE champion wasn't entirely successful. When Edge first entered the Rumble contest, he speared nearly every. By communicating in this way, Styles were able to stop further injuries, which would have been highly important in a match like the Royal Rumble. Styles probably made the decision to address the injury given the current state of affairs in order to make it abundantly evident to supporters that Edge did nothing wrong. "In order to be clear," he said, "Edge did nothing. There is nothing at all wrong. His spear, his movement, everything about it was flawless. If someone can be held accountable for everything I'm going through, it's me. It's me, entirely me." In 2002, on an arbitrary Raw program, Kane engaged in the fourth TLC bout, in which he defended the tag titles. To ensure the safety of each wrestler during TLC matches, communication must be maintained at all times. Furthermore, anything can go wrong in a TLC match with a monster like Kane very easily. Just as in the last seconds of the match, Kane would chokeslam Chris Jericho from the top of the ladder. Then Kane attempted to climb to the top of the ladder, but as he reached the top, the ladder began to tremble under his weight, giving the impression that he might collapse. But Jericho moved his body deftly to ensure that he could grab the tag championships without having to worry about the ladder toppling over and ensure that Kane was safe. For being among the industry's safest wrestlers, this notoriety was demonstrated in a 2001 Raw match where Booker T and Test were up against The Undertaker and Kane. The Undertaker was going to give Test his signature last ride finishing move during the match, but there was a problem. This was the first time The Undertaker had performed the move on a Test of a different size. This implied that Test appeared to be about to be dropped on his head and sustain a severe injury in mid-move. Taker cleverly slid back into the ropes, allowing both herself and Test to regain their equilibrium even if it was just too heavy. When Jinder Mahal pins Randy Orton to win the WWE title, Randy Orton slides the title belt out of the way with ease. The fact that a man who had spent his entire WWE career as a jobber was suddenly the organization's top title startled and amazed the crowd at Backlash 2017. It was Orton's responsibility to win the audience over to Mahal and make sure they took him seriously. The evaluations for Orton's matches with Mahal ranged from mixed to poor, and Mahal never really seemed like a serious danger, thus this was an incredibly difficult chore. But one thing the feud did accomplish was highlight Orton's talent as a performer and his status as one of the greatest, most dependable, and safest workers ever. These characteristics were observed in a segment on SmackDown that aired on April 25, 2017. Just like in the segment, Mahal and the Singh brothers attacked Orton. Just as Orton was about to apply Mahal's finishing move on the Callus, he realized that he was going to land awkwardly on the WWE title belt. As a result, he kicked the belt away, preventing either Mahal or himself from landing awkwardly and possibly suffering serious injuries. During Raw in 2018, Asuka and Sasha Banks had one of the matchups of the year following the Royal Rumble. Asuka showed quick thinking to prevent Sasha from landing neck first on the outside of the ring during one of the match's more memorable moments. Sasha Banks attempted a dive onto the outside on Asuka, but her knees got caught in the ropes. Asuka's leg cushioned the inevitable fall and prevented Sasha from suffering serious injuries. Soon after, Asuka emerged triumphant in the match, and because of Asuka's quick thinking, Sasha was able to recover entirely from the encounter. Fans have strong opinions about Baron Corbin, one of the more divisive wrestlers of the current age. That being said, Corbin is among the sharpest and safest employees in the entire firm, and the Money in the Bank 2016 pay-per-view is the best proof of this. Since Corbin had only been a member of the main roster for around 3 months at this point, his actions were those of an experienced WWE superstar, rather than someone who had just joined the main roster. Ziggler attempted to sprint and jump off the steel steps onto Corbin during a match with Dolph Ziggler. Regretfully, Ziggler stumbled and appeared to be about to collapse into his face. Fortunately, Corbin got a good look at the former world champion and hit a deep six.
In the sport of wrestling, there are situations when you must give up your life to prevent a competitor from suffering a major injury. Dolph Ziggler was saved by Wade Barrett in one such critical moment. This was witnessed on Raw during a main event, including a battle royal in the lead-up to WrestleMania 28. Wade Barrett was injured during a moment when he was outside the ring when Big Show threw Dolph Ziggler toward Barrett. But Ziggler was thrown too hard by the Big Show, and it appeared as though he was going to crash through the announce table. Barrett was able to catch Ziggler, which is fortunate, but he did so at an odd angle, which hurt Ziggler. Barrett had severe pain and dislocated his left elbow on the accident. He would therefore miss nearly 8 months of television due to the accident, but Ziggler's injuries may have been far worse had Barrett not caught him. Here are a few instances where WWE wrestlers have prevented harm or even death for their opponent. Are there any more that we're overlooking? Tell us in the space provided for comments below.